into it.
So my name's Jamie. I'm a writer and producer based in Surrey. Also work in Brighton and London. And yeah, this is my studio. Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, whatever inspires you to do music, whether it's having loads of gear or having a nice space or, you know, or the instruments that you use, it's kind of like, you know, a lot of people work in their bedroom, and it's good to find a space that you feel comfortable, but you know that you can, you know, get on with what you're doing. So yeah, aesthetics are really important. Like in my studio, all this gear that I built up all over the years has kind of got stories behind it, and yeah, I love it.
Cool. So it even goes for the rug.
Yeah,
Well,
this rug has been in my first studio, and literally I had to like 2 weeks ago I was like, Dad, this is my rug now, because he was like not, he wanted to keep it, but it's part of the studio now. Yeah, I think definitely. I think, you know, as creative as possible and as comfortable as possible for the client. So there's a sofa, they can sit down, there's a kitchen, there's bathrooms downstairs, like whatever they need to feel comfortable. And I've worked in so many different kind of studios, and they all kind of work the same, you know, having a space for the client, and yeah, just yeah, like I said, creative space. Lots of instruments, they can bring in instruments, enough space for them to like pace around or do whatever they want, like, yeah. If I can make them comfortable, that's the main thing, you know. I feel comfortable in this space, so I feel like they will be comfortable as well. And at the end of the day, it's what's coming out the speakers, so it doesn't really matter. You know, I do remote sessions as well, so I can go to them. But yeah, minimalist setups, obviously this isn't really minimal, but I've had minimal setups before, and this feels like the best space I've had. But yeah, it really depends on what they want and what I can provide, so I feel comfortable here. I think having the essentials is important, and I'm not so particular with furniture because, like, I can swap it around later. Yeah, I do think the aesthetics are quite important, as long as there's kind of a vibe, and you know, I mainly do indie music anyway, so you know, a bit of, you know, a cool carpet and kind of wacky furniture, like it kind of fits with the vibe anyway. So yeah, I mean, I'm not overly particular about it, but I do, you know, as long as it's comfortable, that's fine. Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, we've got the kitchen downstairs. You can make coffees, teas, and there's like a little lounge area with the tea. So, yeah, like I think that's important. I do, before I start a project, I'm either talking to them on the phone or meeting them in person for a coffee or something, just to go through exactly, you know, like I said, go through exactly what the project's about and how much work we need to do, and then my management sort out fees and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's all about the music.
Bear in mind we touched upon when you walk into a room.
Yeah, why not? Like we're upgrading our monitors because I've used these for a while, but these are quite a big studio. So yeah, I think yeah, as good as it sounds, or better.
So if you had a choice of, like, obviously this is yellow, isn't it? Yellow and white.
It's kind of yellow.
So would you try and match your furniture to the wall? Like, because I always try to do this sort of stuff.
Right.
I'm very particular about what I do, because
it's
my background is like
furniture.
Yeah. So would you ever try to think?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we've kind of got a lot of browns going on here, and then the green on the floor and the red on the floor. So it's kind of naturally matched itself. But yeah, I mean, if this is not my space, this is This is another space, so I can't really customize it as much as I would. But hopefully down the line I'll be able to build a space, and that'll be totally customizable. You'll have to come there. Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's, you know, I don't really, honestly, I don't really worry too much about the aesthetic, but more about the sound of what I'm producing, and yeah, I think having the guitars, because I do indie music, having the wacky keyboards and organ, there's the Juno, like having these cool keyboards about, like people go, okay, you know, we can just try this out.
Because if you think about it, because I was solely before doing. Looking for, like, I was solely focusing on furniture and like how the room was shaped and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, every single thing like you've got in the room is your aesthetic.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
So like the amps and like
yeah.
Juno and like the keyboard and all of that and like your outboard gear, this sets your
it's my style is no, I think that's really important. It takes a long time. Like I wouldn't say to anyone starting out, just whatever you've got, work with that. But just work hard and, you know, keep going and don't just produce as much great music as, you know, because it's all personal thing. As much music as you love, you know, people will come in and go, oh great, you know, that's great. Oh my god. I mean, I've got a guitar here. I'll pick it up real quick. This is like my baby, like, and I bought this when I was in hospital, and it's lost a string, but I need to replace it. But yeah, this is my Gibson 335, and this goes on pretty much everything.
Which it matches the room.
It does, yeah.
And that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I didn't intend it to, but but it's sort of come to fruition, like. Yeah, it's come about quite nicely, so yeah. So this is the Juno. Bought this on eBay a long time ago, and yeah, it's amazing. This is a little Yamaha CP25. It's like an electric piano, which I bought from a rehearsal studio, really cheap. And then we've got an organ, which I need to find a power supply. But this is absolutely mad. I've got a little, I can't remember what you call it. I think it's like a marimba. But yeah. And then we've got some keyboards.
And your sign.
And what?
Your
and the sign, yeah. I don't know if we're going to use that, but. And then this is my like MIDI setup, which is pretty handy, and it's all running through this mixer, which runs to the desk.
Cool.
We've got an SBD, another little MIDI piano, running the PA. We're getting some new monitors soon. Got the Yamaha NS10s, Avatones, little tape machine that we're setting up at the moment.
Cool.
Got the iMac, and then got all my outboards. So MXR boiler was actually built by a studio in Dorking, Ridge Farm, which goes down. They did like Queen and everyone basically back in the 70s. Eventide, which I bought from a studio. Pitch shift doubler. Got a Daft Punk's compressor. Alesis 3632. Got my interfaces, which we might be upgrading soon. I've got a little Moog copy. SE Electronics, Warwick, and the PA at the bottom. A few guitar amps. Boxer. Warwick bass amp. Two 212s. Oh no, that was a 112, and a 212 at the bottom. My 335, a few pedals that we're setting up.
Cool.
Got a groove box, Roland, and loads of guitars. That one's been signed by Sting.
Oh, cool.
Paul Weller signed that one. My acoustic, 2 basses. Yeah, it's all kind of coming together.
Cool.
Really.
So is this all yours as well, or is it shared?
Yeah, a few bits of Bradley's.
Oh, okay.
Who I run the studio with. This is Bradley's, but mainly all this stuff's mine. And yeah, we just kind of patch it all in. Still kind of setting it up, getting used to it again. And yeah.
So how did you come about?
Well, the gear.
Finding the space actually. Like, how did you meet Bradley?
Yeah, me and Bradley have been friends since like primary school. So he's played drums for like One Direction, and he did
cool.
the music for Killing Eve, so he's quite well established. And the space, we were just chatting. I said I had to move out my space, and he was like, "Do you want to move in here?" And it's great. It worked out really well.
Cool. I think this is the other space I think I saw you have. I can't remember where it was, but that was pretty nice. It was like in a country vibe
my
going
grandma's
on.
house.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, it had a good aesthetic in there, I guess. But it didn't have all the gear, so kind of fine. I'm still working it out. But as long as the music's good, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I it's really nice in here. It's very nice. It's very you. If that makes sense. It's very you.
It fits with my vibe, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool.